الإمام بن بطة رحمه الله قال عرفنا أناس كانوا يسبون وينهون أهل البدع فجالسوهم وعاشروهم فأصبحوا منهم. وهذا من المسلم كل زمان ومكان.
Wallahi, I don't know nothing about Bin Laden. All I know is he's fighting the Americans, so he's good. Then I go through the evidences, and he says, Khalas, now I know that the man is a shaitan. I give him what he deserves. If he says to me afterwards, actually I read all the evidences you give me, I don't care about all of this, I will still support him. Now I say, now you're a kafiri in support of the Khawarij. Now if you take that principle, apply upon everybody, wallahi you'll be upon safety. Right? If the issue is doubtful to you, then I don't force anything upon you. Wallahi, if you say to me, wallahi I heard this, I heard that, it's all confusing, I don't even understand the usul, then I can't force you. You're right. Then I don't have to force you with any force upon you to accept the Jarh upon anybody. That's true. In which case, don't speak. You can't speak. You can't say, no, I'm going to defend Ihya Turas, I'm going to defend Ali Hassan, I'm going to defend Ma'arabi. Now you say, wallahi, I don't know either way. Wallahi, I don't know either way. One way or the other. But because the issue has shubahat around it, and the shubha I'm going to keep away from, so I'll keep away from Abu Hassan. Right? Not because I make tabdi upon him, because his affair is unclear, so let me stick to those ulama that are known for clarity. Fawzan, Ghudyan, Rabi', Ubaid, Fulan.
Yeah, of course, okay. After all this, you present the evidence.
Yeah.
After all this, you say to Sheikh Abbas, Sheikh Abdul Malik, Sheikh Ruhaili. Okay, so let's leave Sheikh Abbas, Sheikh Ibrahim. Sheikh Abbas, he's the Sheikh Rabin. He is, he takes the stance that Sheikh,
Abu Hassan.
No, Ali Hassan.
And Abu Hassan. And Abu Hassan.
Okay, so...
No, Sheikh Abdul Muhsin holds that Abu Hassan is not a muqtadi, and he is not outside of Ahlul Sunnah. Right? He doesn't see his errors. He doesn't see that Abu Hassan has errors that necessitate tahdeer against him. No Ali Hassan. Now a person comes to me and he says, well, akhi, but Shaykh Abdul Muslim. Let's go back to the qawaid and the usul. Ibn Abdul Bar, Imam al-Khattabi, from the Salaf of this ummah. What did they say? That the ikhtilaf of the ulama is not a hujjah with anyone. It's not a hujjah with anyone with ilm, with basira. It is only something that those who do not have, that those who are drowned in jahl use as a hujjah. So ikhtilaf of the ulama saying Abdul Muslim says this Shaykh Rabi. So now I'm going to choose Shaykh Abdul Muslim because to me he's an older, even though he's younger than Shaykh Rabi, you know that, right? But we say that he's an alim, an imam, an lama. So I prefer Shaykh Abdul Muhsin. So I'm going to choose out of these two, even though I know the evidences of Shaykh Rabi, I'll still choose Shaykh Abdul Muhsin. Now you are using a principle which is not a principle of Salafiyah, this is a principle of Ahlul Bid'ah, that you choose between the ulama, not based upon adillah, but based upon hawa. Of course we don't do that. That's like saying to a person, I choose the position of Abu Hanifa in the issue of the iman does not increase and it does not decrease. Can a person do that? And say, well, Abu Hanifa imam, Ahmad imam, so you know what, I'm going to choose Abu Hanifa. You know you can't do that, and I know we can't do that. So making this issue of ikhtilaf as a hujjah in the deen, that I will choose Shaykh Abdul Muhsin and that's my hujjah, then that's not a hujjah with anyone, as Ibn Abdul Bar and Imam al-Khattabi and Imam al-Suyuti and other than them have said, it's not a hujjah with any single one of the scholars of the Sunnah. So how can we use it as evidence in the deen? That's the asl that we're upon. Now what the people want us to do is say, go on, what are you going to say about Shaykh Abdul Muhsin? I say, wallahi, Shaykh Abdul Muhsin is our Shaykh before he's your Shaykh. He's our Shaykh before you, because this is what Shaykh Abdul Muhsin has taught to the Ummah. Follow the evidences. This is what he's taught the Ummah. So therefore, if that's what he's taught, then this is what we're upon. Right? Shaykh Abdul Muhsin never asked anyone to blindly follow him. Shaykh Rabi never asked anyone to blindly follow him. That's why Shaykh Rabi, he said, follow the evidences that I present. Don't follow Rabi' and don't follow Al-Abbad. Follow the dalil of Al-Abbad and follow the dalil of Rabi bin Hadi. And that's what we're upon. We didn't blindly follow Shaykh Muqbil in the issue of Ihya Turas. We didn't say, well, Shaykh Muqbil, mashallah, Imam, Rajul, Mujahid, whatever Muqbil says, we're upon. We say, no. Sheikh Muqbil has taught us, don't make taqleed, look at my evidences, take from my evidences. That's why we oppose Abdurrahman al-Khalif, that's why we oppose Abdullah Sab, that's why we oppose Jam'iyyat Ihya Turas al-Islami. That's why now we oppose Ali Hassan. That's why now we oppose Abu Hassan. Not because we say, well, Shaykh Rabi, wallahi, I love Shaykh Rabi more than I love Shaykh Abdul Muhsin, that's why I take from Shaykh Rabi. Wallahi, abadan. Never was that our mawqif, ever. I knew Ali Hassan was deviated before Shaykh Rabi spoke. Alright? I'm not saying before Shaykh Rabi knew, Shaykh Rabi knew before me, but before Shaykh Rabi spoke, I knew Ali Hassan was deviated because of what he was doing in the United Kingdom back in 2002 onwards. Before 2002 or 2001, he was okay. Salim al-Hilali, I knew he was deviated after 2001. I knew when he started coming to the UK and working with Al-Maghrawi and sitting with and promoting the masajid and the marakis of Jam'iyyat Ahl al-Hadith, I knew that Salim al-Hilali has chosen a path. I knew Ali Hassan when he was defending Muhammad al-Hassan, and I knew when he was defending Adnan Ar'ur. Ali Hassan in front of me in 1999 in the house of one of the Mashaykh of Kuwait. All of the students, or many of the students of the Kuwaiti Mashaykh were sitting in the house of one of the Mashaykh of Kuwait, and I was in Kuwait for that period of time. And one of the brothers said to him, one Tulab al-Ilm, they said to Shaykh Ali Hassan, they said, Shaykh Ali, why do you persist on defending Adnan Ar'ur when the scholars have refuted him? And he said that Ahmad ibn Hanbal is a takfiri. You see what Ar'ur said? And he said that Sayyid Qutb is a mujaddid. Why do you still defend him? He said, Wallahi, Adnan Ar'ur is Salafi. And the man, even if he says this, the most that I can say to him is kalam is mujmal. He has other kalam. So one of the Mashaykh of Kuwait who was there at the time, he stopped for a minute and he stopped and he reprimanded Ali Hassan. Ali Hassan put his face down and stopped arguing. Because Ali Hassan has been upon this for years. Some of the brothers, they saw it, some of the brothers, they didn't see it. Wherever, I remember when, this must have been round about 2000. Myself and Abu Iyad, we took a flight, British Airways flight. I remember the flight. British Airways flight in September. Upon the flight with us was Salim al-Hilali and Ali Hassan al-Halabi. And if I'm not mistaken, Musa Nasr might have taken a different flight, but with these two we were on the flight, and all the way we went with them to America, to Detroit, to a conference in Detroit. When we got there, we had many sittings with them because they were our Mashaykh at that time. And Musa Nasr, he said, Wallahi, people think that we don't know Jərh wa Təadil. They think that they are the only ones who know about Jərh wa Təadil. Musa Nasr said, Wallahi, I'll write a book upon Jərh wa Təadil, and I will show them that I know Jərh wa Təadil better than they know Jərh wa Təadil. I'm Musa Nasr. And I looked at him and I thought, what's this man on about? You trying to compete with Shaykh Rabi? He was making isharat towards Shaykh Rabi. What, you think that you think by writing a book on Jərh wa Ta'dil that you gather from here and gather from there and you put it in a book, that makes you stronger than Shaykh Rabi? The ilm of Jərh wa Ta'dil and hadith and the ilm of this nature runs through the veins of Shaykh Rabi, and it runs through his heart, this knowledge. That Shaykh Rabi can smell the plots of the Hizbis and Ahlul Bidah from a mile away. You, Musa Nasr, still to this day can't smell it. Maghrawi, you sit on the same platform as Maghrawi, the Takfiri, and you don't scent the Takfir that comes from him. Maghrawi, who's waged war against the Mashaykh of Medina, and you're still uniting with him and cooperating with him. Wallahi, I don't say to you that it's wajib for you to take the Jarh. What I say to you is wajib for you to take the Dalil. Right? Because Jarh that is not backed up by Dalil, I don't make that obligatory upon no one, and no one makes that obligatory from the ulama. Jarh that is backed up by evidences, now that's wajib upon you, and wajib upon me, and wajib upon the ummah. And this is what I say to you. And that's why I brought the example of Jahm bin Safwan. That's why I brought the example of the likes of Bin Laden. Wajib upon you and me to take it, because you and me, we know. The Jahil on the street who's catching the bus to go to college doesn't know anything about Islam. We're not going to make imtihan upon him on Jahm bin Safwan. Who's Jahm bin Safwan? Who's that? Is that a hip-hop singer or something? Who's he? He doesn't know who he is. So we're not going to say you're a deviant because you don't make tabdi upon Jahm bin Safwan. We say to him, okay. First of all, we don't call him to the issue of Jahm bin Safwan. We call him to Tawheed and Sunnah first. So I'm just giving an example. Barakallahu feekum. Jazakumullah.